This time I open up the meeting to the public on any resolutions listed on the agenda only. Please state your name and address, and you have 5 minutes.
Good evening, Charlie Cradaville. I live here in New Brunswick. I'm the editor of New Brunswick Today. I'll start with 987 at the top of page 7. Wanted to understand the Latino telehealth pilot program. Where has that been established? Is the New Brunswick location up and running yet or not yet?
I'm not sure, but over here.
Yeah, it's an agreement that's made with New Brunswick tomorrow. So what they've been doing currently is having their community health advocates that go out to people's homes, go to their homes, talk about what they have. They have equipment that they can use in the person's home if need be, but then they'll have 2 locations. I believe it's going to be the library and the housing authority.
Right, and so that's future tense, so those are
Yes, those are not open yet. They're doing all the education piece before it to then get people to sign up to start using the facilities.
Is there a timeline for when the actual?
They were holding community events to try to get, what they're trying to do is what's keeping people from using it so that they can then educate them as to why they shouldn't be keeping them from using telehealth. So it should be within the next, I would say within the next few months they hope to have it open. But I can get a date for you from New Brunswick tomorrow specifically.
That'd be great.
There were people going around the county in different municipalities, going door to door to try to encourage people, to educate people that these programs are available.
Been canvassed many times by the county campuses, and I appreciate the work they do. 995, can I just get some information on what applications being made to the local finance board? Page 8, the top.
Yeah, that's for the guarantee and the bond orders that we introduced tonight for the lease purchase program, for the MSA lease purchase program.
Okay. And I see a whole number of items here for various personnel to get trainings or travel to conferences and things like that. And I wanted to ask, when it says, like, I'll try to find
Is
one
there a
here.
particular one that you're looking at?
I think 63 is one.
Which one?
1063, right? So this one says in parentheses, grant funded. I know some others on the agenda say things like no cost to the county. I just want to understand that these folks who do attend the conference, does the county not pay for them to eat or have, per diem while they're traveling, or?
Joe?
Yes, many of these conferences are authorized and paid for by the federal government to ensure that our training is specific with our criteria. So yes, everything's paid through the federal government.
Including the per diem?
Everything.
Got it. And so that's for that one.
Flight, hotel, per diem, everything.
Got it, okay. And the one above it, I just changed the subject. I wanted to ask about this shared service agreement with Union County juvenile detention facilities for just a couple months. Can you tell me what that's about?
Yes, I can, Charlie. That is 2 juveniles specifically who were sentenced for 60 days by Union County, but the Union County does not have the facility to do it, so we're one of 4 certified facilities that can do it, so we made an agreement with them to hold those 2 juveniles for 60 days.
Okay. I think that's the only resolutions I have questions on. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, please state your name and address, and you have 5 minutes.
Hi, yes, Danielle Moore, Somerset Street. First question I would just like to ask is for 1026. Is this the final budget for the Joppa gun on Prince Easton Avenue and Albany Street? Or is there something to be added into this?
Yes, so we received state aid for that project opening sometime in spring, and then for it reflects the receipt of those funds.
Okay, well, like I said, I still thank you always at all time with changing the 2 things that I did ask you for to help make it safer there for our pedestrians. I do thank you on that. I wish we had plenty more people like you. Then the other thing I would like to really talk about, I see through to where it's a couple of items where I have to say I haven't been to sleep due to we're worrying about so many people due to we're dealing with drugs and alcohol.
Which resolution are you referring, Danielle?
Like I said, it's about two or three of them. I don't, let me see, like I said, so many resolutions, I do have a pen today, but okay, 982, like I said, was drug abuse, alcohol.
982?
Yes, that's 981, like I said, all of them are based on, like I said, people who need help, and I will say prayers due to where I'm watching and seeing too many people dying, witnessing, due to where the drugs that are being used here in New Brunswick with this Xanilin and fentanyl, it is killing too many people, and like I said, due to where, wow, the police will tell you, the park ranger will tell you how I'm a witness on how many times that I really have to call to help someone. And please, I say back in the day when New Brunswick, when a person had a situation, alcohol or drug abuse, due to where you were put in a program. It wasn't about volunteering. And I know due to where it's hard to talk to family. I dealt it 35 years with my mom with alcohol. She wouldn't listen to me. That's why I work with a lot of people on the street. And due to where I was just playing certain music this morning to try to encourage a lot of our ones here who are drinking and drugs. But please,
That's why we pursue these grants.
well, like I said, I thank you, but I hope you spread the word little. I know due to where, like I said, sometimes people say you can't take the horse and make them drink the water, but like I said, due to where I'm talking about too many overdoses, 3 deaths at Pittman Park last month. Well, I don't see why New Brunswick police detectives do not investigate on this. When you pick up 4 overdoses in 2 hours in the same location, and like I said, with this Xanilin and fentanyl, Narcan could not bring you back where I lay there and watch a woman, but with 2 Narcans. You throw a bucket of ice on her, still wouldn't wake up. So like I said, please spread the word and share this with New Brunswick Police Department as well. Come on, we are seeing too many overdoses here in New Brunswick, and like I said, what is New Brunswick Police Department getting paid to sit on their ass? But like I said, I haven't been to sleep last night due to where I held one. For, like I said, it's hard for her to make a person go do it, it's right, but I don't give up on anybody. Where I held one 3 hours last night, watching him, trying to reach his family that, wow, with that Xanilin, due to where you had death, due to where that leads to amputation, how that eats your body up, that's worse than AIDS and diabetes combined together, due to where, if you don't get the amputation, too many deaths, and like I said, it's happening too frequently here in New Brunswick, and I say prayers, like I said, I walk around saying prayers, I help in the different areas where I wish there was more people, but like I said, come on, let's not make this due to where, if you want to go get help, like I said before, if you got picked up off the street so many times, you were put in a program. So please, I appreciate your donations on this, but come on, let's try to work together with the state where it get too much stress, too many calls for the ambulance where they can't even keep up with medical due to where so many drug overdoses here in New Brunswick. I thank you for your help, but I hope you listen to me from the bottom of my heart. Someone doesn't have to be the same color with me. Someone doesn't have to have the same blood as me. I don't have to be in a relationship with a person, but to tell them that I love them, that how much I care for people here in New Brunswick.
Thank
So
you.
please, thank you.
Motion to close the public portion.
Motion to close the public portion? Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Any commissioners have to vote on anything separately?
Item here. Item number 23-996R. Item number 23-1052R. Item number 23-1053R. Item number 23-1055R. Item number 23-1093R. Thank you.
Anyone else? No one else? Deputy Director,
Hold on a second.
1038.
All right. Item 1038.
Anyone else? Okay, Mr. Kelso.
Director, a motion to then be in order to adopt a consent agenda consisting of resolution numbers 23-957 to resolution 23-1093, excluding resolutions 23-996, 1052, 1053, 1055, 1035 and 1093, and resolution 1038 to be voted upon separately.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
County Commissioners Conan Barber?
Yes.
County Commissioner
Yes.
Kenny? County Commissioner
Yes.
Copple? County Commissioner McCollum?
Yes.
County Commissioner Deputy Director Nara?
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara? County Commissioner Director Rios?
Yes.
Now, Director, it would be appropriate to consider the resolutions excluded by Commissioner Scott McCollum. And they are 23-996, 1052, 1053, 1055, and 1093.
Is there a motion to adopt the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
County Commissioner Conan Barber?
Yes.
County
Yes.
Commissioner Kenny? County Commissioner Copple?
Yes.
County Commissioner McCollum? County Commissioner Deputy Director Nara?
Yes.
County Commissioner Tamara? And County Commissioner Director Rios?
Yes.
For the record, that should be reflected as Commissioner McCollum was present but not voting. And finally, we have a resolution excluded by Commissioner Deputy Director Nara. That's resolution 23-1038.
Is there a motion to approve
So
1038?
moved.
Second.
Roll call?
County Commissioners Conan Barber?
Yes.
County Commissioner
Yes.
Kenny? County Commissioner Copple?
Yes.
County Commissioner McCollum?
Yes.
County Commissioner Deputy Director Nara?
Present but not voting.
County Commissioner Tamara? And County Commissioner Director Rios?
Yes. At this time, I open up the meeting to the public. Anyone in the public? No one in the public? Please state your name. You have 5 minutes.
Good evening once again, Charlie Craddock with Brunswick today. I want to start by commending the Middlesex County Sheriff's officers on how they helped and handled the flash flooding here in downtown New Brunswick, just a couple blocks away from here. And yeah, all the first responders who no doubt were called upon to assist in that very urgent moment that we didn't have a lot of advance notice of. So I did want to ask, what's the update on the family court building? It's my understanding it's closed now again until further notice due to the flooding. Is there any update on when it might come back?
From what I understand, that they're doing an assessment and they're going to be moving electrical equipment from the basement. Dennis, if you can elaborate a little more, I think. From what I understand, that's the problem, that they're going to be making that assessment, cost, parts, material. As a timeline, I don't know. Surrounding?
There's no timeline at the moment, there's an assessment because I started very similar damage.
Yeah.
So at that time, I raised the electrical panel as high as they could. Now, it's going to go to an architect, probably going to take those panels and move them to the first floor. So it's going to be an ongoing process, we're not sure of duration.
Okay. Of course, acutely interested in who's going to pay these costs. Given it is a public-private kind of building, there's a developer, and a manager, and then the county has been paying it off over the past 23 years. So, yeah, I don't expect you to have the answer tonight, but I would like to know who's going to pay for all that. I also wanted to raise up an issue here in New Brunswick that is we can see coming. A new school is set to open in September on Jersey Avenue. And it is set to open, unfortunately, in a very unsafe area where there has been a promise of a traffic signal. And I understand the county did submit some paperwork to move that along, but it is possible that this traffic signal is not going to be ready for the first day of school. And I just want to emphasize what a disaster that will be and how much danger that will put the children in, and encourage the county and the MCIA, who's responsible for the project, to do everything they can to deliver that traffic signal on time and to participate in contingency planning for how to keep people safe without it. Because what I heard last night at City Hall in New Brunswick is that it may or may not be ready. Perhaps the engineer here might have some more information.
Ron,
Yes, Charlie, we meet with the city. We met with the Board of Ed to get established where the crossing should be and the crossing guards and put the striping in. We're going to be paving. We're working with them to see if we have any spare equipment to get that signal in. We're working very hard to meet that date.
Great, for the first day of school.
Yes.
Okay, well, I hope it works out, and thank you for the information. I do hope that folks keep this top of mind as we approach the first day of school, just a little over a month away.
that's on everybody's mind, to make sure that we try and make every effort to get it done before the first day of school. And hopefully we have all the equipment and everything done, and we get all the supplies in time for that. Sometimes, I guess, and hope I'm wrong, but sometimes there's things that are out of control for us as far as equipment.
There's a terrible backlog on traffic signal, aluminum, steel. It's chronic all across New Jersey. We're trying to get around that.
Understood. And, yeah, I mean, traffic signal will be good to do there. I think it's needed there, but it won't instantly make the whole area safe, so there's more to be done too. But I'll wrap up with two things. One, I heard Kim Burnett has moved on to working for the county college, and wanted to just say that, you know, in her role as public information officer, she was very respectful to me and made me feel welcome. And I wanted to thank her for her service to the county. And then, so like if you enjoyed having smoke in the air, breathing smoke, you enjoyed having the flash flooding, then I would encourage you to continue not to oppose the Woodbridge gas plant. But I do want to really just keep bringing this issue up, because if it's approved, we will have more pollution in the air, we will have more days when people are sick from the air, and we will also have more frequent and extreme storms, because it will accelerate climate change. So the more we're getting these clues from Mother Nature that you know, what we're doing is totally wrong here, and we should know better. So please use your power to stop the Woodbridge gas plant.
Please state your name and address, and you have 5 minutes.
Hi, yes, Danielle Moore. First thing I would like to say is I know that you're giving out plenty of awards to other officers. I will say I hope to see awards giving out to the sheriff officers that rescued the little child with the flash flooding on Drift Street when it came through, where the little child was swept from her mom, and I don't know the officer's name offhand, but due to where to congratulate, like give them an award, where they jumped out there and saved the baby, due to where we still haven't heard an update. I know the child was taken with water in the lungs. Like I said, still didn't get an update for prayers, but like I said, I hope to see an award for those officers that went and risked their life to go out there and save a child. So please, I hope that you honor that, look into the story and honor that those, I believe it was 5 officers that was mentioned, but like I said, go on. Now, I will start with saying, due to where I agree with Mr. Cradwell, due to where I know it's not safe over there on French Street, Jersey Avenue. Like I said, same man that I had to chase was self-defense. To hear and find out due to where another person at it, and he spit in the police officer's face, resisting arrest, due to where, now you have too many dangerous people over there. And I told you from get-go, like I said, every one of you that voted on it, you're going to pay a price for prayers. And what I'm not seeing that, for a child, too much sexual harassment, too many car crashes, to change the subject due to what you just had, where I said I was busy last night, out 11:30 due to where Livingston Avenue and Seaman Street, drunk driver. Drunk as I don't know what, crashed on there. Come on, like I said, for one thing, I'm tired of your buddy Mayor Jim Cahill, and I'm going to say time is up. It's time for him to go. New Brunswick needs to see a change, where we put too much alcohol, too many drugs in here. Like I said, 46 years, New Brunswick was never like this. His time is up. It's time for him to go. And believe me, he will, because I have already seen the vision. When I say a vision, what I see, that's not what I wish. That's what the Lord is showing me, due to where, like I said, how do I pop out at so many locations, the same for many people? You can ask the police department, you can ask the public. I don't respond to no call by no police radio or any other one, due to where, like I said, I'm a person who's been touched by the Lord to see things and help people. Sometimes I do get tired. Like I said, I ain't been asleep last night. I didn't go in the house until 12 o'clock last night, because, too many people, things that I had to keep an eye on. But like I said, come on. New Brunswick is not safe, and like I said, please, I know I will trust Mr. Ron Sanders when he says safety over there with what he can as far as with the traffic light, but once again, I think it's time for New Brunswick Police Department to step up and do their jobs. Now they're saying with all the men over there, to it says no loitering, but until Walgreens, the owner of Walgreens comes down to the mayor's office or the police department and put a complaint in, all the drunk men can just stand over there in the school zone? Please. I know you wouldn't want your grandchildren or your children to see it, or be touched, harassed, or seeing a man pull his penis out just pissing on the sidewalk, and New Brunswick police doesn't do anything whether you have them on video or not. Please, I told you from get-go 2 years, like I said, what I was seeing. Wow, none of you listening, like I said, each one of you saying that, oh, you didn't participate, but I tell you, the Lord is going to come back and make sure you get bit. Because like I said, stop saying yes to everything until you look at the side effects of what's going to happen. If you take something for your stomach, you take something for your stomach, as I say all the time, that will cause you to have a stroke or a heart attack or this. So think before you start doing things like you're doing now, because like I said, some parts you're not helping New Brunswick, you're making New Brunswick worse, and I'm just very disappointed. Like I said, 46 years, New Brunswick was never like this. And I will say it again, it's time for Mayor Jim Cahill. His time is done, and it's time for him to go.
Anyone else in the public? Motion closed?
Motion to close?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?